my dear hillside friends. We have another exciting project. This one, it's another one that a lot of people really love it when we had it last spring. So I'm gonna make a new one because I want you that did not do it last year to also have a chance to learn about this amazing couple of artists and their terrific work, okay? So they are a couple, yes, that's right, okay? His name is Christo and her name is Jeanne-Claude, okay? So Jeanne-Claude and Christo, they worked together and they made something that was called environmental art, okay? So the environmental art was that they would make something gigantic, enormous, you know, like the central part that you see here. So I bet you that if you ask your parents, I know several parents here from Allendale, they visit the fabrics that was posted in the central part, okay? That was a few years ago, and it was something big. So they even wrap mountains. Look, they do fabric like this one here, across the mountains, or entire buildings like this. See, they wrap the whole thing in bridges. And you know what else they did do too? They even wrap islands. Yeah, so Christo was the one who started with this idea of wrapping things. So he would grab something and wrap it. Like you see here, this little horse, okay? And he would wrap furniture. He even wrapped a car. Do you see here? Right? Yes, he even wrapped a car. So he would get the fabric and put it around. And then the idea when he met Jeanne-Claude, then they start making bigger and bigger projects, and they start wrapping like, you know, everything they could. Now, his idea was that he thought that when he wrapped something, he wouldn't change the meaning of the thing because it was still the same object, and when people look at it, they will still see that, realize what was it like, you know, when he wrapped the chair, right? People could see it was a chair, but somehow he made a change and made people think, how did chair look like, okay? So that was his main idea, was wrapping things and then making people look at it and have their own ideas and have their own thoughts about what it was, what it is, okay? How it looks like in reality, how it looks like in wrapping. So that's the main idea. And remember, one of the most important things for we artists is how to look at things, okay? I know you like to work with the painting, you like to draw, but you know what? In order to be a better artist, we have to learn all forms of art. And that's what we're gonna do here. When we're here, we're gonna do all kinds of arts that we can put our hands on. And today, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do wrapping arts inspired by Christo and Jeanne-Claude, right? Here they are. See? That's the couple. And as a matter of fact, you're Mr. Souza here. You know, I was so lucky that one day I went to a talk and they were talking. So I could be there in the same room listening to them talking about their art. And Christo told that one of the most beautiful things that he loved to do is wrap things and just see people's reaction when they look at it, okay? And what is interesting is that they never accept any money or scholarship or funds from anyone. So what they did is when they had a plan to wrap something, Christo would do drawings. Christo was a very, very talented artist, so he could draw perfectly well. So he would do drawings, and then they will sell it in the market, and then they will raise the funds, they will save the money to do their big projects, like, you know, wrapping islands, wrapping buildings, wrapping bridges, wrapping the desert, whatever they could wrap it. And it's a matter of fact, you know, last year, Christo passed away. He had a heart attack, I think. We don't know for sure, but he was 82 years old, and he was planning to wrap a river in Colorado. It's called the Arkansas River, and it was ready to do this year, but unfortunately, you know, he passed away last year. Jeanne-Claude died a couple of years before him, but it was a plan that they developed together, and he wanted to carry on. Now, this year in September in Paris, there is a building that they designed a wrapping for it, which is the Arc de Triomphe. And they're planning to do this year, even though he passed away and Jeanne-Claude is not here anymore either. They're going to wrap that. So I hope that they do that. And maybe next year in October, we can talk about that building, right? Because you already know Christo and Jeanne-Claude, okay? So we're going to move to the table because I'm going to show you how you're going to create your Christo Jeanne-Claude project, okay? So you're going to need string. You're going to need fabric, okay? Any fabric works, like, you know, an old shirt. I have an old shirt here. Look, I'll show you. Look. See? Now, that's an old shirt. See that? Look, it was an old t-shirt that I saved for this project. And I have some fabric here, and I got some more fabric there. Okay? You ready? So, let's go to the table, and I'm going to wrap like 2 or 3 things so you can see how they could look like it, and you're going to make your own. Okay, so make sure you get some good, nice string, okay? And you're going to need the scissors to cut the string, and you're going to have to practice a couple of knots. So I'm going to show you a couple of knots for you there on the table, okay? All right, my dear fellow artists, let's move to the table. Here we go. Okay, so you need your string, okay? And do a single knot. Single knot is you pass one inside the other, and boom. See, that's a single knot. Now, a square knot is when you do a single knot and another one. Look, see? One and another one, okay? It's not for shoelaces, okay? So, that's a square knot. See? One, another one, okay? So, that's a square knot. That's the best way to start your project is with the square knot. Look, if I want to do a square knot on a cup, see? One, and then again, see? Okay, one, then again I pass through inside, okay? All right, here we go, that's the knot. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap total, okay? So I got my string, I got my scissors, I got my fabric. Now, before I start anything, the best thing to do is to really, like, you know, find the way you're gonna wrap it. So I'm gonna try like several times until I find the way I really want it. Okay? Then I'm just gonna wrap it around. See? So it's going to be a 2 hands. I'm gonna try to wrap as best as I can. I'll see if it works. Okay? Here we go. A little bit there, a little bit here. All right, okay. It's not easy to wrap. And then when I have something that I like it, I'm going to go and I'm going to put the lace or a string, whatever I have it. And remember, I'm going to do that square knot to start. See, but I'm going to leave a big piece out. See, look. See that? Now, I can move the string around. Let me fix a little bit here and there. Make sure, because remember, I don't want anything to show up. I'm going to wrap all around. Okay, I'm going to keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. Oh, it's showing there. I don't want that to show, so I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to keep wrapping. Right? Okay, here we go. I'm going to wrap, and I'm going to bring that string back there to where I started so I can give another square knot. Okay, you got it? All right, so that's what we have to do. And I'm going to show you a couple more examples. And then cut whatever you have left over, okay? Pretty good. Okay, so I am so looking forward to see your Jeanne-Claude and Christo creations, right? Look, here is my thumbs up, right? Interesting. I don't know if I could say what is it, right? Now, my total, I could have used more string in my total, you know? Right? Yeah, more string would be better. And you see, I did just like Christo. I also wrapped a car. Pretty cool. I love this one. I think I like this one better. Okay, because it has a lot of string. You know what? More string you put it better you look. Okay? Now, I am also adding here for you a little short video of how to tie a knot. Okay? Now, one thing that I want you to practice is practice a double knot. Okay? Or a square knot. Right? A square knot is that one that you go once, you pass it once, okay? And then you do it again. See? Like that, okay? Because when you were starting, remember my directions? I told you square knot to start, okay? So after you give a square knot, then you can move freely the other part of the string, and then you go back to there where you have that left over for the square knot, and you can tie it again, okay? So that's a good idea. Now, the video I put it there for you, it has 5 knots, okay? Because I couldn't find one with just a square knot, but I think that one is pretty good, okay? I also show you my quick way there, but I really like that one because, you know, we use knots a lot. Now, one big suggestion, okay? Don't do a square knot on your shoelace. Yeah, no, because square knots on a shoelace, they are pretty hard to take out, okay? So use bunny ear knots on the shoelace, okay? And I'm not teaching you bunny ears, I'm sorry, okay? All right? But do your square knot to start, wrap it up. As more string you use, it better. You can use any kind of string, any color. You are the artist, and I was so looking forward to see your Jeanne-Claude Christo creations, okay? All right? So let's go ahead. Don't forget, if you get a chance, send me a picture, or if you're a second grader, put your picture on a Google Classroom. Okay? I am so looking forward to see your Christo creations. Now, if you think my car was too small, maybe you can go and wrap Daddy's car. Ooh, or Mommy's car. Just like the real Christo did. Man, I would love to see that. There is no size for your art, okay? So you can make any size you want, all right? Don't wrap your house yet. That's going to take too long, okay? Yeah, maybe you're going to need help because you're going to have to go on the roof, okay? Yeah, now don't wrap the house. But you can wrap something pretty big in your house, okay? All right, so looking forward to see your Christo Jeanne-Claude creations. Bye-bye, everybody.